My name is Cseh. I'm from safety department. It's not easy to build safe cars today, but it doesn't really matter if we are talking about big SUVs or small cars just like the new Skoda Fabia. The main purpose for both is and always will be the same: protect humans. The most effective way how to do that is, of course, prevent accidents. But what if a crash can't be prevented? For this case, we must provide for our cars the best protection for adult and child occupants, and at the same time minimize the harm they do to pedestrians, cyclists or motorcyclists. Simply said, we at Skoda work day and night on a perfect car structure, rigid enough to save the life of all the passengers in the car, and soft enough to protect the other road users around the car. Of course, it's very important to leave enough space for creativity, functionality and simply clever ideas. And, at last, but definitely not at least, to respect the sporty and emotional design.
Sounds may be a little bit complicated, but it's called simple challenge for us. My name is Jan Domkář and I'm also from the safety department. We are going digital to be faster. We are using modern trends and newest technologies, but keeping also traditional, because physical testing is for us still necessary even in modern times. Just imagine tens of thousands of simulations just to find the best technical solution. Hundreds of tests to be sure that it works also in the real life. Thousands of exploded airbags, belts and so on. For these activities we are using a modern laboratory with the latest equipment, and by using of different type of dummies and impactors like children, small women, tall men, leg form, head form and so on. After this testing, after fulfilling all internal targets and homologation targets, we can say that the new Skoda Fabia is, from safety point of view, robust and safe family car.
My name is Pavel Kolajta and I am responsible for whole vehicle car testing. Physical car testing plays in the development process an essential part, despite the huge expansion of the simulations methods. We have to be sure that our cars fulfill requirements, not only homologation requirements, but also our demanding standards. The tests take place on different locations. It depends on the type of the tests. Some tests take place in laboratories, some in special technical facilities, and of course mainly outside. Unfortunately, I can't tell you the exact location, but for example the winter tests take place far beyond the Arctic Circle, where there is a lot of snow, ice and frosty weather. On the other side, the summer tests take place in desert, in very dusty conditions, in temperatures over 45 degrees Celsius and bright sun. For some tests, we use also the special testing devices, such as a towing dyno. We use it to simulate driving uphill. In trailer are recorded various driving profiles, so we can simulate, for example, the real Grossglockner mountains in the proving ground near to Mladá Boleslav. Number of testing cars depends on the projects. In case of project Skoda Fabia, we have over 150 cars for the development tests and another approximately 50 cars for quality assurance tests. Because of COVID situation, the last year was special. As I mentioned before, our tests take place abroad and the last year was traveling very complicated. We had to improvise a lot. Some tests we made an alternative location and some remotely in collaboration with our external partner. This situation was new for us, but finally we did it, and at the end I can say that the testing program for new Fabia was successfully completed.
My name is Stanislav Sloup. I am from Technical Development from Department of Connected Car. I started to work at Skoda Auto back in 2007. At that time, connectivity was all about Bluetooth. You could connect your mobile phone and use hands-free or stream music. Later on, we launched SmartLink to show mobile phone on infotainment. In 2016, we brought a second generation of mobile online services into Skoda Fabia. That was a big step for us to be online. Technology and development approach have significantly changed. In the new Skoda Fabia, we are coming with the third generation of mobile online services with larger portfolio. Technology and development approach have significantly changed. In the new Skoda Fabia, we are coming with the third generation of mobile online services with larger portfolio. We significantly reduce response time due to one digital platform infrastructure and MQTT protocol. Fast changes, shortening time of development and high complexity of the system was a challenge. We switched to an agile way of development to run development in sprints. There were set up end-to-end teams responsible for the functions. The teams were supported to cooperate more efficiently and effectively. We put big effort into testing, which is done partly by automation that helps us to run the test 24/7. We are as well working on ideas how to involve artificial intelligence in testing. It is a great experience for us how to move forward. For me, working on connectivity project has been always challenging and exciting at the same time.
My name is Vidubacek. I work for Department of Aerodynamics. New Skoda Fabia has excellent aerodynamics, even the best drag coefficient in its class, and I'm very proud of it. It is necessary to realize that aerodynamics is not some isolated thing. It's the interplay of shapes and proportions of all the parts of the car. Everything must be coordinated together. Such great aerodynamic shape of the new Skoda Fabia was achieved only thanks to the cooperation of all colleagues participating on this project. Designers, engineers responsible for construction of car body, underbody, engine bay, engine cooling, air conditioning, aeroacoustics, etc. The focus of our work lies in virtual methods. We use computational fluid dynamics, or CFD. Basically, we perform virtual tests of cars in virtual wind tunnel using computer simulations. This approach has many advantages. The physical measurement in the wind tunnel by default says how much the aerodynamic parameters have changed, but the virtual simulation says also why. The virtual simulation provides insight into the flow field around the car. This insight, the ability to understand the physics of the flow, this is what allows us to design smart measures effectively. Of course, physical measurements are also used mainly to verify our simulations or to confirm our predictions. Such numerical simulations are computationally very demanding. For this reason, the calculation runs on supercomputer, which is specially designed for this purpose. A typical simulation runs in parallel on hundreds of computing cores, and yet it takes a few hours to get it done. More than 3,000 simulations was done for the new Skoda Fabia, and each take about 7,000 of core hours. I know it's hard to imagine. Let's say one ordinary office PC would struggle with so many calculations more than 2,000 years. The development of aerodynamics has made great progress in recent years. And due to the pressure to reduce emissions, the importance has increased significantly. 20 years ago, there were only 3 people responsible for the complete development of the aerodynamics in Skoda Auto. We have now worked 3 on the development of aerodynamics of the new Skoda Fabia. But we also had huge support of our colleagues who develop numerical methodologies and other team of colleagues who ensure preparation of measurements. And of course, we have used a lot of knowledge and inspiration from colleagues in the department who develop other projects. My thanks to all of them. The development of aerodynamics is a bit unique and very diverse. Almost all car parts have an effect on aerodynamics. Flows around the car interacts, and details cannot be optimized regardless of the whole car. Real example, the side mirror had to be developed together with the edge on the tail light, because the wake behind the mirror significantly affected the aerodynamic function of this separation edge. Let me introduce the main aerodynamic features we have paid the most attention to. Air curtain, aerodynamic feature which streamlines the airflow around the front bumper. Integration of cooling air shutter in the engine bay. This is the first time active aerodynamic measure has been used in Skoda A0 class car. Windscreen tilted as far as possible, rounded A-pillar, side mirrors optimized to deliver good aerodynamics as well as aeroacoustics, smooth covered underbody, narrowing back ended up with roof spoiler and side finlets. Roof spoiler with side finlets reduce vortex formation and drag. By the way, I own Fabia. I will definitely buy the new one. Actually I was developing it for myself. Reducing the drag, fuel consumption and CO2 emissions of your future car is a quite good job.